What's up, this is Squad24 for today with a following Slanter 17 video. Today we'll be repoing here on the mowing map with a variety of tow trucks. We'll be hopping in the Chevy 3500 HD dually and we'll be making our way over to the repo shop. Today we'll be repoing a mini excavator, a Toyota Tacoma, Mercedes SUV, and also a service truck, which should be pretty cool. And if we can find the snowmobile that we've been looking for, we will also be repoing that. So we got a variety of equipment that we will be repoing, which should be pretty cool. So we are just about over here at the repo shop, and you guys can see we will be using a brand new rollback today, which should be pretty cool. We'll be parking up right over here, and I think we'll be going after the most expensive one of the day, which will be that service truck. So we'll be hopping in the big Western Star wrecker, and we'll be making our way over there. I believe it's at the racetrack, kind of fixing up a few race cars. So we'll be heading over there. If it's not, we'll be going by their shop. So we'll be hopping in this. We normally do not use this truck too much since we don't have much large trucks that we do repo. But today's the day that it gets a lot of use since, I mean, service trucks are pretty heavy. So it looks to be good. Kind of pull out, not really blocking the street, but I'm very excited to be back here doing some repoing here in Farming Sim. We will be doing some winter repos once the snow starts to fall within the next month or two, which should be pretty cool. So we'll be heading out here. You guys can see that this isn't the rotator, it's one right below the Western Star wrecker, which definitely will do the job for us today. We will be making our way over to the racetrack first since we did get a tip, like I was saying, so we'll be kind of heading over there. I think we'll kind of go all the way around, and if it's there, we'll definitely kind of go on it very fast. If it's not, I think we'll kind of drive by, and hopefully they don't notice that we are kind of going by, but I mean, we are in a very large truck. Now I think we will be kind of just continuing down here, and it should kind of pop up within the next few moments. So take a look at that. I do see a service truck over there, which is pretty cool. So I mean, we're just going to go for it, and we'll definitely check to make sure it's the correct VIN before we attach to it. But we'll kind of pull in, we'll be dropping the boom, and we will also be just double checking before we attach, because we cannot be repoing the wrong one. So we'll kind of back up, and that looks almost to be good. We'll kind of just readjust, making sure that it is awesome. So that's good right there. We'll kind of walk out. It might be a little challenging to get the VIN, but you guys can see this is a pretty small, compact service truck, which is pretty cool. And take a look at that, guys. It is a correct VIN. That is perfect. Wow, very nice truck. I don't really like to tow large or repo large vehicles just because they are pretty challenging at times, but take a look at that. We got it on the back, and to make it a little bit more realistic, I will be kind of turning the hazard lights of this truck on, which I think will be pretty realistic to do. So we got that all hooked up, and normally you would also add a light bar to the back with brake lights. That way vehicles do know that the wrecker is braking, everything like that. But I think also, let's see, we'll kind of slide the vehicle back in just a little to help us out. So we'll be heading back over there to the tow shop and the repo shop, which is pretty cool, but I'm very excited for the release of Mowing Map version 2. I did make a lot of progress over the last few days, which is pretty cool. We do have the majority of the town done. I have to do a few more trees, and then should be released within the next 2 weeks, which will be awesome for all of you guys who are going to be using it for a lot of different things. So you guys can see that the first repo of the day was very successful. It was a little challenging to kind of find it since it is at the racetrack, but we got it, which was perfect. And I think we will be pretty much disconnecting the truck before we kind of park it up. That way we definitely do not leave this outside. And this is also our most expensive tow truck we have, so we want to take good care of it. And maybe if we do kind of go through the mud doing some mud rescues, we will also be washing it down, trying to prevent any damage and also anything like that. So kind of back in might be a little challenging, but we should be able to do it. And I hope you guys are having a great day today. I do appreciate all of the support on the daily videos. It's a lot of fun doing these, and I really do appreciate all of you guys. So we got that lower down. We'll kind of fold in the boom. While it's doing that, we'll keep our LED lights on, which I only really turn on when we are towing. That way it's pretty realistic for us. But if we are en route to a heavy rescue, I normally will kind of keep those on. So after this, we'll be hopping in that Durastar Rollback. As you guys can see, we have the blacked out cab, which is pretty cool. I'm not exactly sure if I will be blacking out the chrome, putting blacked out wheels on it, so let me know, guys. Should we black out everything on all of these trucks, kind of make it a very cool repo truck. Where should we leave chrome grills and everything like that, and wheels? So we got that backed in, which was pretty cool. Up next, we'll be heading out to the Mercedes G65, which you guys will be seeing a mod review on within the next few days. We'll be pulling out here. Now I'm very excited for using this truck. We haven't used one of these yet, and it's a pretty cool Durastar. We actually used a few Durastar dump trucks before, so that's pretty cool being able to use one that's a rollback. And this is like in between, I would say, like a F650, F550, or anything like that, even an F750. So it's a pretty decent size for us, and it should do the job. So when we are kind of coming to the neighborhood, we first kind of find out, looks like it's the neighborhood right over here to the left, and I think we'll probably kind of park over here in the parking lot. So we'll kind of pull in, and I believe that we should already be able to see it. Take a look at that. We do see it over there in the distance. So since we do see it, no need to kind of walk over there on foot, and they definitely could see that we were over there. So we'll just kind of come in. If it is the correct VIN, we'll be kind of backing up and doing that. But we do have to lower the tow bar. It is one part of the tow trucks you do always have to remember to do. So we got it blocked in. Take a look at this thing. This looks awesome, and it's the correct VIN. Perfect. So we do have the keys to it. Since it's so expensive, they do not want us to drag it, damage a four-wheel drive system, anything like that. So we kind of tilting this, getting this down, and I will also turn on our LED lights. So we got that out. As you guys can see, the rollback is a very useful tow truck for us. I do like it a lot, but we will be using some wreckers pretty soon. So we got this backed on. That looks to be good. We'll be keeping it on just for a few moments because I do think I do have the locking script, but let's take a look. Looks like it's pretty much still in the air, which is interesting. Hopefully it does move with the rollback. If it doesn't, I mean, that's going to be okay. So it looks like it's not really going to move, but we got it on. It's towards the back of it, which is not the best, but we'll be heading back over pretty fast, repo. And like I was saying, this is a very expensive Mercedes. If you do have any cool repoing ideas, drop them down below in the comments. I'm always open to your feedback for anything like that. I do appreciate all of it, and I would like to always thank you all for the continued support on all the content. So we are taking leftover here. We'll be unloading this since we will be using this to go get the Tacoma, because I don't believe the Tacoma has a hitch since I did test it out before. So we'll pretty much be kind of turning around in here. I might look into adding a second entrance exit to the shop, pretty much right next to the large garage door. I think that might be a little helpful, or even on the other side there. That way we do not have to kind of keep backing in and holding up traffic, anything like that. So we'll definitely look into that. We'll be sliding this off and take a look at that. So we got this off. I mean, it's pretty easy to use the rollback, and it's a very efficient for repoing, since we do not have to kind of set up the dollies, everything like that. So we'll be turning this on, driving it off, and the shop area is all locked, which is very helpful of us having this pretty secured fence. Awesome. So we pulling out here, you guys can see that this is one awesome truck. I did take the logo off it to make it even a little bit nicer for us, which would be awesome. So we'll be pulling out here. The next one will be the Tacoma. I believe it's a 2016 model year. It's a Toyota, which is pretty cool. We do not usually use too much Toyota trucks, but it's always nice to use one when we do get new ones in the game. And after this one, we will have to go after a mini excavator and a snowmobile. No towing today, just really repoing. The repos do give a lot more money than the towing, and I believe that it's almost as easy, which is pretty cool. And if you do not know what repoing is, we are the people that go take their vehicles when the bank does not get paid for them. So that's pretty much what we do. We give the vehicle back to the bank, which is awesome. So I believe that the Tacoma is right over here. We'll definitely drive by, and if it's there, we'll stop. Wow, take a look at that, guys. The Toyota is already here. We'll be blocking it in. We do not have much time. I mean, take a look at this dark red. That looks awesome. So it is a correct one, which is pretty cool for us. We'll kind of pull out. I mean, it looks like we are going to the correct address on each of them, which is pretty helpful for us. We'll lower the tow bar, and then we'll kind of get the rollback all set up. So you guys can see it just pretty much slides out, very useful, and I think we'll kind of straighten it up just a little bit. So we are blocking the roadway, hopefully no traffic comes by, and I am also working on the traffic for version 2. Hopefully it's done. If not, I will be releasing that in maybe version 3. So we got this loaded on. We'll definitely kind of keep it running just in case, but it's a pretty medium-sized truck. I really do like it a lot. So it looks like we will have to pretty much keep walking it back. Awesome, you guys can see we do have the Toyota Tacoma on the back of the rollback, so we'll be heading back, and once we do this, I don't think we'll probably unload this. We'll be hopping in the Chevy Duramax with the tow trailer, and we'll be going to get the mini excavator, and we should be able to fit the snowmobile on the same trailer, which will be very helpful for us and save some time. This Durastar Rollback is a very useful equipment. I'm very excited that we added it to the shop, and if you do have any cool tow truck ideas, let me know down below in the comments. I really do like building new vehicles, using new vehicles in Farming Sim, changing up every now and then, which is always a lot of fun to do. So we'll be pulling in here, and like I was saying, we will most likely be adding another entrance exit, since it will be a lot easier for us. So we'll kind of turn it off right about here. We do have the Kenworth back there, but like I was saying, we'll be adding it right over here, which will be a little bit easier for us. So we'll be hopping in here. We do have the tow bar, as you guys can see. Now this truck does not have like a tow hitch attached to the frame, so we will be just using the tow bar. So we'll be going after the mini excavator, and this trailer is large enough to fit the snowmobile and that excavator, which will be very helpful for us, speed up the process, and we'll be able to get more money and be paid for 2 vehicles instead of 1. The skid steer shop did sell the excavator to somebody who bought our old lawn care shop, so we'll be going over there. We'll be kind of seeing if it is there. If it is, we'll be loading it onto the back of this, and that's very exciting, being able to kind of load that on. And this is the first time we are repoing a pretty cool mini excavator, so this will be interesting. So as we are driving, I do not really see it. We'll kind of go to this hood view. Let's see. I do not really see anything, but we will still kind of pull in since they definitely said it will be here, since they did get a tip. So we'll kind of pull around here and take a look at that, guys. It's right there. That's actually pretty helpful for us. We'll kind of back up. Looks like the trailer does not turn too wide, so we'll pretty much have to see what we can do. Alright, we'll be tilting the trailer, we'll be hopping out and loading it on. Very exciting that we were able to find it here, not at someone's house on a job site, which would not be the best. But we'll kind of load this on now. Let's see, is there a blade that we have to load up? We'll just kind of double check just in case. Looks like there is not. So it looks like, wow. So we'll kind of load this on, and you guys see that we should be able to fit the snowmobile on the back of this. We'll definitely have to kind of use the bucket to kind of get over that mini collision there. And yes, wow, take a look at this, guys. It's a very heavy excavator, and it looks like the Duramax might struggle just a little, but it should be up to do the towing of it. So we'll kind of tilt the trailer back down, and that definitely fixed it. So it definitely was just the angle of that. So we'll kind of pull out here, do a little bit of 3-point turning, since, I mean, the turning radius on the trailer is not the best, and we'll probably head over to the snowmobile. But as I can see just by driving it so far, it's a very heavy mini excavator. Sometimes the collisions and the weights of the equipment is not accurate with the size, which is okay. I just lowered the trailer, trying to make the trailer as level as can be to make it a little bit easier for us, but it looks like the mini excavator is moving around on us, which we will have to watch as we kind of go around here. But the next repo of the day will be up here a few houses down. It should be right after this little intersection and right at the next one. So as you guys can see, I do see the snowblower. Now this was in hiding since it was the winter's, the snowmobile was in hiding since it was in storage, but now since winter is just around the corner, they're getting it ready, which is pretty helpful for us. We are able to get it now, and I do apologize for us. It looks like when you do pretty much kind of raise it up, the back does cause a few problems, but we should be able to load this on no problem, and that's pretty cool how we get to load both on. But you guys, Alright, so we'll be pulling out here, loading this on, and if you haven't already, I do recommend you go check out the video where we went camping with the snowmobile. That was a lot of fun, so we'll load this on. It looks like it's just going to fit on, so it's not the best fitment, but we'll kind of load this forward and kind of curl it in just a little bit. So we'll kind of raise this up, bring it in, and that should pretty much be it for that. And we'll move forward this, and I might look into making this tow trailer just a little bit more longer, but it does fit, which is pretty helpful. We'll be lowering it down, and hope you guys enjoyed today's repoing video. Today was very busy. We repoed a mini excavator, snowmobile, Toyota Tacoma, and a Mercedes. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and subscribe for more.